welcome for the record. August 6th, almost forgot that. We Hall of Fame game going on. I would say what? Baseball just finished all their trade deadline stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We have a football preview at the end of the pod to go over kind of like wins and stuff and who we're thinking. But two big things have dominated my timeline today, and I want to hit you with one of them.
Okay.
So, do you collect any of the like sports trading cards?
I don't.
Okay.
But I'm like familiar with the grading and the signatures and the
Okay, so the debut patch Cooper Flag autograph card. Again, I understand all of those words individually together, not my thing. But apparently it just got released. The Dallas Mavericks officially posted that they are on the hunt for this card. So they have a trade proposal for you if you are the one who pulls this card. So my question to you is, are you accepting this Dallas Mavericks trade proposal, or are you trying to sell this thing for cash? Now, I don't know what it would go for cash-wise. I'm curious.
I mean, could be a lot. Could also be a lot more in 10 years. Could also be a lot less.
Okay. Apparently, people are saying could, and this is of course could, you have no idea, could sell. Oh, God. People are saying millions.
Yeah, I'm selling the card because what's the.
Oh, I'm gonna
personally.
I'm gonna tell you.
Me personally, I'm selling the card, but I also don't trade and collect these.
Okay, so the Paul Skeens card, which was the same thing, rookie, I guess, patch, whatever, 1.1 million.
Yeah, I'm selling the card.
They're thinking for basketball, this person thinks they could get $5 million for it. Okay, but here's the trade proposal.
Okay,
that's the whole reason I'm on this. So they officially posted this. They're calling it the bounty. That's what they want to trade for it. So if you trade this in, you get road trip experience to see Mavericks versus the Boston Celtics, including round trip airfare, hotel accommodations, game tickets, private basketball experience for up to 10 guests at American Airlines Center, VIP tour of the practice facility with a team meet and greet, private photo shoot with the NBA Rookie of the Year trophy and the Larry O'Brien Championship trophy.
Okay.
A post-game photo with Cooper. Is this moving the needle at all yet?
No.
Okay. Cooper signed game-worn rookie jersey. How we feeling?
No. This isn't like the straw that broke the camel's back, but like...
Here's the big one.
Okay.
Save this one for last. 2 Mavericks season premium lower level season tickets. For 32 years.
Oh. Oh, okay. Premier. Does this include playoffs? If it includes playoffs, maybe.
I doubt it includes playoffs, but if you're season ticket holder, I believe you get first right to buy those seats for the playoffs.
No. Include the playoffs. Because the chances are, how many times in 32 years are you going to make it? And how many times is it going to be a conference finals game?
And I will say, there is a disclaimer on the bottom. It says this is a proposed trade. See more terms of the offer at mavs.com/bounty. Okay, so that's you're saying that's your pushback. You're saying
if you include the playoffs, I'll open it, see it, be like, damn, that's the bounty. Huh. I tell you what I would do. I would email picture and just hold it for ransom and see how much I could get for
I will say though, like you laugh. If you did that, I guarantee you would have like private collectors would reach out.
I want.
You could probably like put that on auction and just hope people probably see the number rise.
It's like, hey, this guy is going to give me $2.5 million. Are you going to give me unlimited refills and playoff seats?
Because here's the question: you could. Okay. Let me say this. Let me preface with this: if you're not a Mavericks fan, obviously you take the cash.
100%.
Duh. Like if you don't live in Dallas, you're taking the cash. If you live in Dallas, you are a diehard Mavericks fan, and you do not currently have season tickets. That sounds pretty good.
It does. I'm trying to translate this to...
I saw that number of years that did not make sense to me. For the next half of my life, I would be a season ticket holder for 41 home games in a good spot.
Yeah.
For this team that I support.
Mm-hmm. Trying to translate it to like Florida State football for me would be the equivalent.
Mm-hmm.
Playoffs for that a little different.
Yeah.
A little. There's the CFP now,
games,
so
41 home games.
Yeah, so I'm gonna stand by. I would hold it for ransom and get more because I don't like the original offer. Reject, and if they say no, fine. It's good luck getting it from this guy. Which if that next guy turns around and takes all the season tickets and whatever, so be it.
Okay, if you want Dallas Mavericks season tickets, I'm just curious at what what the cost is. What did I say it was? Lower level something?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want them to reach out to me. I just want a number. Okay, this one has several $1,000s per seat is a rough number.
Per season?
Per season. So let's say it's I don't know. Oh, actually, here's the Reddit. Here's the Reddit. Okay. This person did the math. So lower level tickets for a Mavericks game, normally between $150 to $200. Let's say $175. So that's $14,300 per year for ticket value. So they said use $12K. So in 32 years, it would be about $360,000 worth. Yeah, I'm taking the cash. I'm good.
I'm taking the cash. Yeah, no, I need playoffs, and I need unlimited refills. Don't want to get too greedy, but maybe a meal voucher every game, a couple beer vouchers every game.
Ooh, Kevin O'Leary just put out a $3.5 million bounty against it. That's it. I'm taking that.
Yeah.
3.5, I'm good. Just take it. I'll never think about that card again.
Exactly.
Damn. Do you remember the Pittsburgh Pirates one?
Mm-mm.
Okay. So here was their bounty offer, which I guess is what it's from. Again, this card sold for $1.11 million. Theirs was meet and greet with Paul Skeens, 2 autographed jerseys, chance to take batting practice with the team, exclusive spring training fan experience with a private facility tour, private softball game for 30 people at PNC Park, coached by Pirates players and alumni. That's actually the coolest thing so far.
That's kind of lit, yeah.
Yeah. The Livy Dunn bonus. Skeens' girlfriend, influencer, and gymnast Livy Dunn added that the Finder could sit with her in her luxury suite during a Pirates game. What if you don't care?
That literally means nothing to me, but okay.
And then 2 home plate club season tickets for 30 years.
Clubs again,
home plate. But again, unless you are like the most diehard fan, and even then, brother, you take the money, you just buy season tickets.
Yep, exactly.
And then I'm paying off my house.
And I can buy the season tickets for the 5 years that we're good, and then when we're trash,
and then when you inevitably trade the player that I bought this card for,
then I just spend it on something else.
Oh my God. Yeah, I saw that, blew my mind. That's them just basically saying, "Please let us have the card." But that was thing 1. Thing 2 is I called it. I knew the Mets were going to trade everybody, and they did. Thing 2 is going to be soccer, and Mauricio Pochettino re-signed with the U.S. men's national team to go through the next 4 years.
Yeah,
and I'm split on it because, and we've talked ad nauseum the last couple of weeks about the World Cup and everything post. I have a tough time saying he didn't deserve it, because he did. Like, I think the soccer looked good. Maybe the results were what we wanted towards the end. But I do think this puts more pressure on him now in this second stint. The first one, he was kind of playing with house money. Like, oh, you're the cool, hot name, new coach. Oh yeah, like we can do whatever we want. Now that it's like a proven commodity, right? I think of like an NFL coach going from year 1 to year 2, or Drake May going from I had a great rookie year, now I need to go to the sophomore year. That people know who you are now. The eyes are on you. To your point that you said earlier, people watching film on you now. You aren't this unknown that, oh well, he kind of took the league by storm. So I think about him, and I think about the U.S. team. Like, I think that's only going to add more expectations. It's only going to add more of a target put on this team. And if he still can push through and prove, okay, like, dude, you've done it. Like, I get it. But also, if you're stumbling along the way, then maybe it was just you had an easy draw, or you had an easy time. So I don't know. Time will tell. But we've got end of September, beginning of October. They combined those 2 international windows, so now instead of 2 games, we have 4 games coming up. And I will say, end of the month, they're playing Orlando. I gotta look at tickets for that. But that's my soccer thing for them. We'll have to see. Anything else you got from this week?
No, just slow rolling. Glad football's back. Watching this Hall of Fame game. Still got quite a few weeks of preseason to get through, but by in August will be, I was telling Alex tonight, most wonderful time of the year.
Yeah, fair. We're definitely coming up to it as well, because everything's about to be on. Yeah, we'll have to see. Yeah, I'm so disappointed with the Mets, man. It's so trash. Last thing I did see, I know it got announced, but I don't think we talked about it. The next year is the Women's World Cup, which is going to be hosted in Brazil. And the head broadcast is going to be Netflix.
So you're going to have to get a Netflix account.
Yeah, I mean, I would imagine it would be similar to when Netflix did like the Christmas Day games, right? They did one game was like free. Anybody could watch. You just had to create like a free account. I would imagine that would be I don't know. Actually, to your point, it's not, Netflix isn't, I'm not going to say expensive as compared to like cable, but it is an expense. Like, it's not free. That also means, here's the thing that I was thinking about when I saw this. I'm worried about, like, that means bars, that means restaurants, that means like This summer, anywhere you went was putting a game on. Didn't matter. Legitimately anywhere. Doctor's office was gonna have a game on
with Amazon Prime games.
Yeah.
At least me personally, I've struggled. Like, let's go watch Thursday Night Football, and then you show up, and it's like, oh, there's no Thursday Night Football on. That's right, because it's on Amazon Prime. Like this, they don't have Amazon Prime. Maybe someone logs in with their account, but yeah, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see.
Does that mean? Yeah. Does the rest? Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure they'll figure it out, but that'll be to not to go from like a football game or to go from a home run derby to now you're gonna have this month-long event for the Women's World Cup. That is definitely a step up. We'll have to see if they can handle that, but yeah, we'll. I think that's it for us this week. We're gonna kick it over to the interview we just did with Austin for some NFL preview, and we'll catch you guys next week.
Yes, sir. Take it easy.
Sweet. For the record, first week of August, it is officially Thursday, August 6th, Hall of Fame game. And I believe we've got a barn burner going on. But still puts us an official week away from the kickoff of preseason, right? So figured no time better than now to get us going with our NFL preview. We've got Terrell, we've got Austin as well to kind of go over. Austin, before we kind of get into it, tell us a little bit about what you've got going on your page, kind of what made you get going.
Sure. I kind of go with every sport. I kind of go with, hot topics, division predictions. Right now I've currently got a kind of a Mount Rushmore for every team going. So I'm going to go through probably, 2 teams every day, put a Mount Rushmore up of every team's best players, kind of go, who's the best player for every team in the NFL for their history. I just kind of finished up on the NFC South. We're going to work on the AFC South next. Other than that, kind of show, reels of player predictions of what they've got going on for the upcoming season and stuff like that. So plenty more things kind of coming up in the future, but that's kind of what we're working on now. So plenty of great things to come for sure.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, like I said, let's get kind of straight into it. I mean, if you want to go division first, this has it in alphabetical, which I don't know if that's going to make any sense. Kind of bumping around. Where do you want to kick it off, pal?
Let's go. Let's do NFC. Austin, who do you follow? Like, who's your team you go for?
I mean, I'm Jags Duval till we die, but I try to go with kind of anybody and everybody. I think the NFC North is going to be probably one of the toughest divisions in football, to be honest. I've got Detroit winning it. I got them around 12-5 coming up. I think they've done enough on their defensive side to, kind of mitigate some of the mistakes they've had in recent past, but there's still going to be some issues there. But I do have Detroit kind of taking the NFC North to start out with, and then kind of Chicago right on their tails at that point. What do you think?
Okay. I mean, I think Chicago looked really good last year.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and just looking at the teams, I would have to agree that's probably gonna be one of our tougher divisions.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Bears may have convinced me last season.
Yep.
Because you were staunchly not a believer last year.
I was not, and just game after game, I was like, you know what?
Yeah,
these guys might be for real.
Yeah, it was a lot of turnovers last year. I mean, I think they led the league in turnovers. I don't believe in their pass rush, dude. I really just don't think they have enough on that part. I love the turnovers from last year, but when's the last time a team led the league in turnovers 2 years in a row? It just doesn't happen all the time. For them to think that they can just be able to kind of mitigate the lack of pass rush that they have, another season in a row. I think their offense is going to be great. I think Ben Johnson's probably one of the best play callers in the NFL. But defensively, I think they're going to give up a lot more points this year. They're going to be in a lot of late game situations where they might not have the ball last, and that might lose them a few games at this point.
Here's the only thing I'll say, which we did mention a little bit last year, but easily the toughest division in football. Like when you're looking at the 4 teams in the NFC North, I mean probably bar the Vikings, maybe, but the rest of the teams could easily 1 win the division, 2 make a shot for an NFC Championship game, and it wouldn't surprise you at all.
Yeah, they could all 4. They could still all 4 go over.
To your point, Terrell.
Yeah.
Over 500 for sure. Like I think didn't trust the Bears last year. I do like some of the steps it seems like they should take. However, they're still the Chicago Bears. Like it wouldn't surprise me if there were a couple games you're like, wow, I can't believe the Bears lost that game.
Wow.
Lions definitely have my respect as like a solid franchise that will put 10 wins on no matter what. And the Packers, man, I don't know. The Packers are kind of in a weird spot. Now, obviously, Micah Parsons gets hurt.
Yeah.
But I do still trust them to at least contend.
It looks like Micah might not be back till after week 6. I think week 6 they play Dallas, which I think they want him back for at that point. But you don't want to rush him back to any means because he's by far your best player. But I just have a weird. I don't trust him, dude. I really don't. I'm not a huge fan of Jordan Love. I like the numbers. I like what he can do, but it just seems like at some point every year he just kind of has this down spell and kind of looks awkward at times. Kind of has bad decision making. The numbers look really good by the end of the season because he makes up for it in certain games, but it's at that point we're thinking, what has he done in the play? What has he ever done in the playoffs at this point? You know what I mean? I don't think he's done anything at this point to deserve enough praise just yet. He's so young. He still has that time to make up for that, so we can't just exile him at that point to being one of those guys that can't make a big, kind of playoff push at any point. But I think we've said it about guys like Herbert and other guys that haven't really been able to do much in the playoffs. So until he gets to that point, I think he's a little bit overrated in my opinion.
Let's go division winner.
Sure.
One spot.
Yeah, I've got Detroit at 12-5.
Terrell? I'm gonna pull the Bears.
Ooh,
the Bears.
Okay. I also think Detroit. I think Detroit has another great season.
It's close. I got them within a game.
Getting in as a wild card.
I got them within a game, so yeah, they're both 50-50 at this point. But
all right, let's stick with the NFC. Where are we going next?
Let's go West. I think probably the next best division in football, and definitely in the NFC, but they might be the next best division in football.
Yeah, I mean, as far as like the highs, absolutely. Unfortunately, these Arizona Cardinals, but maybe not now that they're led by your boy Carson Beck. I don't know, but they are definitely dragging down this division. But let's go. For me, if I'm the Seahawks, you probably feel like you win the Super Bowl, you have to repeat as division. Like you have to go back and win the division.
Yeah.
You have JSN. You have one of the top 5 coach in the league right now.
Oh yeah.
My only issue is, to your point, this division's incredible.
Yeah. It's so hard to repeat, dude. It's incredibly tough. Everybody is going to put 110% into beating you every week now. Last year,
There's going to be extra film time during the week.
Yeah.
Like,
yep.
But last year, I ate my own words. I had Seattle as, I think, 9-8 or like the third best team in that division. I ate my own words with that one for sure. I still think they're going to be great, but everybody's going to have a target. Whenever we play the Seahawks, we're going to give everything we have now. I love JSN. I don't think he's going to be as spectacular as he was last year. Just given how that goes usually. So seeing 1,800 yards on the board there, maybe we're looking at 1,300 this year. Still we'll have a great year, but we're going to see double teams. We're going to see maybe triple teams on him. Cooper Kupp's getting older. Shaheed is just kind of that long bomb kind of guy. Everybody's just going to make it their absolute first option is taking out JSN at this point.
Terrell, where you got
him? I think the Rams come out here. I think the Seahawks second. I think the Rams are going to come out in the West.
Old man Matt Stafford.
Yeah,
I got a walking cane. Okay,
I got him 13-4. I know it's kind of seems like the normal right now is everybody picking the Rams, but yeah, I kind of see them there too. I think Sean McVay might be the best coach in the league right now.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Also, I think their trade for Sean McDuffie probably shores up some things on defense for them. I think only reason the Rams don't win the division is 38-year-old Matt Stafford, especially with some of his back issues he's had the last 2 years. Like that would just derail that team.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, I don't know.
Especially I did see. I don't know if you guys saw. Aaron Donald worked out for them this week.
Best tryout we've ever seen.
So,
quote unquote. He said, "Was that a tryout?"
That team's gonna be incredible.
Said, that was a tryout. That was probably the best tryout we've ever had. McVay is hilarious with that. Like, yeah, if at any point he's ready to sign, we're red carpeting him in at this point. So that's going to be an unstoppable duo if they get together. But yeah, I got them 13-4. I got Seattle 11-6. I just the injuries, dude. We're seeing it in August again. Like, I can't pick them any high. I want to so bad, but these injuries are just gnarly already, dude. They're losing guys left and right. Little injuries by October. What kind of team is this going to be? The coach is hurt. The coach is hurt at this point. So, I think when healthy, they're just as good as anybody else in that division. But, if they're hurt again, this is a 9-8 team, 10-7. They got lucky last year. They did really well for the injuries.
At what point does San Francisco finally say, like, we need to move the stadium away from this substation?
Yeah. Something's weird.
It's just that juju. Something's happening.
This is, yeah. Like, they had a full laundry list. There was like 10 guys on the injury report already before their first preseason game. Like, you can't have that. You can't do it. Yeah. Maybe do NFC East.
I have nothing on Arizona.
Yeah, I think it's another year for them. Most likely moving on to another quarterback. As much as I would like to see Carson back there, if they're 5-12 next year, and there's 4 quarterbacks on the board, they're going to go with one. You know what I mean?
Here's your fun fact for Arizona: the NFL's toughest schedule this year. Their quarterback room right now is Jacoby Brissett, Gardner Minshew, and rookie Carson Beck.
Gardner Minshew, he's a Jags legend, though.
This smells like a 3-win team.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, Minshew. Yeah.
He was a legend for us, and I don't know why we
NFC
moved on.
East.
I've got a tie. I've got Dallas and Philly at 10-7. I think Dallas did just enough on that defense to help them just enough to win a little bit more. I don't believe in Philly as much anymore. I know. It's a tough call. I've never really been a Jalen Hurts guy, and as much as they say it's gotten better, the best year they have was with Kellen Moore, and since then it's just regressed a bit. So I still don't see it accumulating better. Lane Johnson's older, Jordan Mailata is older. I think the offensive line regresses a little bit. And when's the last time Philly had a bad offensive line? It's 10 years.
True. Not since Kelsey was around.
Yeah,
10 years maybe. So if that offensive line's getting a lot older, and they finally kind of push back a little bit, I just don't see it faring well for Jalen Hurts at that point. I think he's going to get sacked a lot this year.
So what do you think? Who else you got from this division?
I mean, I don't want to say the Cowboys.
I will say,
Nobody wants
as
to.
bad as we were down on the Bears last year,
Yeah.
three of us were slating the Cowboys last
Listen,
year. And you made so much money last year on those Cowboys.
They won me the under. How can
Respect.
I pick them to win the division after winning me the under? You know what I'm saying? If anything, they've been consistent the last decade.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't pick the Cowboys. I don't know. I feel like this division is, I don't want to call it the worst. I mean, I think that's still probably maybe the South, maybe AFC North.
Yeah.
But
NFC South,
both Souths.
I'm gonna pick the Commanders. Just cause I can't pick the Cowboys. I agree with Austin. I don't trust the Eagles anymore.
Yeah.
And then who knows what the Giants can do.
Yeah.
My two notes. One goes back to 12 months ago when we talked about this. I made the lock that I knew the Giants would split the series with the Cowboys. And they almost beat them twice.
Mm-hmm.
And it's for that, almost for that reason alone, I cannot pick the Cowboys to win the division. Now, talent is there. I get it. It's team. They have the vets. I get it. They have the firepower. The Giants are not going to be good again, but they're at least on the right track. I'm going Philly. And I'm going Philly until that drop off actually happens, and maybe that's this year. And maybe we're looking back and we're Philly's 500. We're like, wow, what happened? But until it happens, similar with what we said with Kansas City, until I see it,
fair.
That's how I feel.
Yeah, I agree. I get that.
So,
I actually think
division winner. You guys said I'm going Philly.
I'm gonna go Dallas. I am. I'm gonna go Dallas.
Okay.
Mark my words now. It's going to be.
So you said Commandies?
Commandies.
What's the last?
South?
South.
NFC South.
The old stinker, as they call it.
I almost forgot about that as a division.
Yep.
So this is interesting for me because I still think you're going to end up with a division winner that's like maybe 9-8. Still,
I have 9-8. I have 9-8 for two teams.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yep.
I like the Bucks. I don't trust the Bucks.
They're like internally Baker. And they're in shambles right now internally.
I don't know if I trust Baker.
Yeah.
You lose Mike Evans.
Vita Vea may be on the way out. Baker is pissed off about his contract right now. I think Bucky Irving takes a step back. I've always liked him, but I don't think he was that just ridiculous that people were picking him like second round in fantasy. You know what I mean? People were absolutely salivating over Bucky Irving. And I think he's going to keep taking a step back a little bit. Defensively, they're just not that good. And I think Vita Vea will find his way out of there at some point. whether it's before the season or before the trade deadline, especially if they're not doing too great. If they're not, then they might as well cut their losses because it's his last year of his contract. So, if you got a 500 team who's kind of winging it, Vita Vea is probably on his way out.
Terrell, you sticking with the hometown team here?
I'm sticking with the hometown team, and I think Austin will like why. I'm going to trust Baker to do what he has to do when he has to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And Ruben Bain.
Yeah, that's what I was going to bring up too. That's fair.
Mm-hmm. Add that to the defense, and I mean, because that dude's a monster. So I'm going to pick the Bucks. That's going to be the difference between last season and this season.
Okay. I have them.
Looking at the issue, the competition's not good. Carolina's not good.
No.
New Orleans is not good.
I've got New Orleans tying them down.
I have. Who they are right now.
I have New Orleans and Tampa being 9-8. Okay. They impressed me. I think Kellen Moore is an outstanding coach. He's an outstanding offensive coordinator. He's the reason why Philly went to a Super Bowl, and they were just dominant on offense because Kellen Moore is a fantastic offensive coordinator. So I really like what he can do with Tyler Shuck in them. So I actually have both of them 9-8. I have Carolina at 8-9, right behind them.
I will say though, my last note for this division: New Orleans, second toughest schedule in the league this year.
Yeah. Tough. But with that division, I think they can win. I think they can get 4 wins in that division.
I'm sticking with Tampa. I like those. I like that as an NFC. Terrell, who's coming out of the NFC for you for our? Let's go. Just pick one team. Who's going to Super Bowl for the NFC?
I'm gonna put the Rams.
Austin, who you got?
Detroit.
I picked Detroit last year and they burned me.
Yeah, I don't feel great about it, but going for it.
I'm gonna go Rams as well too.
Yeah, it's a smart pick.
I think this turns into like fairy tale. They win the Super Bowl. Matt Stafford retires. Aaron Donald retires for a second time. Mm-hmm. Like this just becomes, I don't want to say dynasty because it is changing hands, but a great story where they're gonna have the two of them like hugging on the front of like SIs. But, oh my God, we're going to Disney! Like it's gonna be one of those things.
Right.
So I see that happening.
I like it.
AFC. Let's start with.
Usually roll north again.
Let's start with the West. Let's get the West out and over with.
Yeah.
No, let's go West a little bit. Here's what I'm thinking. I only really have a quick note, and my only quick note for this is Chiefs should win the division. I like a healthy Patrick Mahomes. I think this team will bounce back. I think the Chargers could win the division, but I really don't trust Justin Herbert in those big games yet. Broncos looked good last year, but losing Bo Nix sucked. And that defense was elite, but it's going to be one of those, like, they're all going to split wins and lose to each other in some way. I think I still got the Chiefs probably edging on by a game.
I've got Denver, to be honest. I think Bo Nix comes back healthier. I think Jalen Waddle was a great addition. I think that defense sticks together. I think Kansas City is in a rebuild mode for a couple years. Not rebuild in the sense of 5-6 wins, but rebuild is in 9, 8, 10 win kind of team. Can probably make the playoffs here and there, but what did they do with their defense? They lost 3 starters in the secondary. Chris Jones is getting older, and at points last year, Chris Jones just looked like he wasn't moving. You know what I mean? He just looked very out of shape. He looked very lethargic. Yeah. So defensively, what do they really do? And that's the last time they went to a Super Bowl, or last time they won a Super Bowl, they didn't allow 30 points all year. You know, like it wasn't just Patrick Mahomes being Patrick Mahomes. It was their defense didn't allow a 30-point game all season. I don't think that's the case this year. So With Patrick Mahomes not really being healthy enough to start the season, I think they're going to have a couple years where they're going to have to kind of figure things out. But so for now, I've got Denver.
But Kenneth Walker is the best Chief running back since who?
Jamal Charles, I guess. But he didn't even have 1,000 yards last year.
That's my point.
Like, I like him, but I think I got him in fantasy a couple years ago, and he was doing really well before he got hurt.
Split.
But yeah, I mean, I get that.
He and
but
Charbonnet were truly
when you're that good, you're not splitting. You know what I mean? Like, you're not. They're gonna get you the ball as much as they can. Charbonnet, they gave him the ball because he was playing just as well as Kenneth Walker was at times. When you have that number one back, you're gonna get 75% of those touches, regardless of how good the backup is. Because you're that much better than them. So yeah, I mean, he's good, but
you guys aren't trusting in the Kirk Cousins Mendoza magic.
Old stepbrothers action.
No, actually not.
No, not this year.
No, I just decided I'm not.
Who's Nighthawk and who's Dragon? That's the question. I think they did like that scene.
I think Dragons are, Dragons old and wise, so that's got to be Kirk.
That's got to be Kirk. I like Nighthawk. It's fierce.
I do. I really like. I like this Vegas constructed roster better than the last 5 years, last 6 years at least for the Raiders. Like, this team is more competitive in a lot of different areas. They're just not ready to take on that division, where every team could be over 500, could win 9 games, could win 10 games. The Raiders are going to get beat up on, but there's a lot of positives still.
They need a terrible year, and they need to draft Jeremiah Smith, and then now we're talking. They have no receivers. If they're bad again, and they find a way to get Jeremiah Smith, now we're talking about a team. But they don't have a one. They don't have a one wideout. I like that. I mean, we love Bowers, but you can't win in big games without a number one wide receiver, and they just don't have it.
You're not a Hunter Renfrow fan?
Big Trey Tucker guy.
Big Trey Tucker guy.
Big old Trey Tucky. No, not yet.
Let's move on. Let's go. Let's take your Jags. Let's go AFC South.
I've got Houston and Jags tying at 11-6. So I'm trying not to be super biased.
Ooh, okay.
So I've got them both at 11-6. I know the Jags defense is going to be a little bit of a question mark. But I think their passing offense could be one of the best in the league, if not the best in the league, because I don't believe in that running game yet. And I really think Brian Thomas is going to absolutely shine again this year. But Houston's defense might be the best in the league for sure. So I have them splitting the division at that point.
Terrell?
I think I'm gonna go to Texans. I like what the Jags did last year. Titans are still figuring it out, but I like the Texans. I like Stroud, so we're gonna go with them.
I'm with you there. As fun as the Jags were last year, and it was a fun team. Like. Again, if we're sitting here in a year, would it surprise you if they're like, "Oh, well, Jags really disappointed they won 9 games this year"? Like, yeah, that is possible to me. There are things that could say that Trevor Lawrence take a step back, or Liam Cohen doesn't have that same magic that he had last year. I think for Houston, you're kind of buying low. Like, Stroud had such a poor playoff performance that you're kind of like you're banking on his potential and that upside. To your point, Austin, the defense is fantastic. Yeah, I'm gonna go
ridiculous.
Houston as well. I like that.
I've got Trevor Lawrence as my dark horse MVP, by the way. So I really think I know we've waited so long for him to put it together, and I think him and Liam Cohen are finally going to just unlock it even further. So I've got him as my dark horse MVP, not my front runner MVP, but like if things are really put together right and he's flowing again like he was last year, he has a real shot to be in that race again.
Terrell, let's move to your division. Let's go AFC North. How are the Bengals going to do this year?
Who knows? Who knows? Is
if it's Joe Flacco, maybe.
I mean, yeah, maybe. Is Burrow going to finish the season? If he does, maybe them or the Ravens. But if he doesn't, I think I'm going to have to go with the Ravens.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that Shamar Stewart injury looked brutal the other day. I just still don't know about the defense at that point. I think Lamar is just going to be pissed off this year. Lamar is just going to be absolutely furious on how the offseason went, on how the end of last season went. He's really going to be ready to step up this year early on. So I see them winning some games early by a lot. You know, he's going to be pissed off.
I'm gonna say here.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Ravens are looking at their best chance to make it to the Super Bowl.
Yep.
With Lamar Jackson, and I know we've probably at least thought that a couple times in the last couple of years, but this team is stacked. Derrick Henry is maybe not at his peak, but they're using him in a way that the team can still get the most out of him.
Yeah,
get Trey Hendrickson to help that defense. Like, dude, this team is fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
But I will add, to give your boys some credit, all Cincinnati needed was an average defense, and that team is 12
much better.
Yeah. The defense has been atrocious for the last couple of years.
Yeah. So don't the Bengals have the easiest? Don't the Bengals have the easiest schedule in the league?
They can just find like an average defense. They might. I don't know.
I think I heard something today that the Bengals had the easiest schedule coming into the season. So if that's the case, yeah, I think they're 1-2. I have the Bengals at 10-7. I have the Ravens at 11-6. So I think they're right behind them at that point. And Aaron Rodgers kind of fades off into oblivion late in the season. So I just don't believe in Pittsburgh like that.
On to my. Oh, Terrell, did you pick Baltimore?
I'm gonna pick Baltimore. Okay. What you pick Baltimore too? Austin, Baltimore.
Yeah.
Yep.
Three of us.
Yep.
AFC East, man. The Jets are going to be bad. Like, we know.
How bad are they?
On whatever their number is, whatever number, just hit on it. Like, make your money.
Yeah.
Take your dollars.
Mm-hmm.
Buffalo's probably going to win the division again. I trust Josh Allen more than I trust Drake May at the moment. Although New England did look really good at points last year. But it's going to be us in Miami battling for worst team. So
yeah, I see regression for the Patriots as well. So I do believe the Bills have the division at that point. I don't think Miami is going to be as bad as people think they are. I think they're going to be bad, but like I think last year people were talking about New Orleans as like the team that wasn't going to win a game. You know what I mean? I just don't think that's fair to say for any team in the NFL. These guys have pride out there. They're not going to go out there and just let you win every single game and tank their season completely. So, believe me, I don't think Miami is going to be anywhere near a playoff team, but I don't see them being a 1-2 loss team. 4 or 5 losses for them, 4 or 5 losses for the Jets, maybe 6 losses for the Jets, 6 wins. I'm sorry. But yeah, not a winless team like people.
6
Yeah.
losses. My God, I'd have a heart attack.
Now we're talking. Talking playoffs.
Jets 11-6. What's
Talking
going
playoffs.
on? Geno Smith, comeback player of the year.
I think they go Kate Klubnik at some point.
Terrell, who is your? Oh, it'll happen. Terrell, who is your AFC Super Bowl rep?
Is this the Bills' year to do it?
New coach? A little new coach magic?
I think it might be.
Okay, well, for Terrell, maybe it is. Okay. You go Buffalo. You're breaking tables here. Austin, who is... Oh, we lost him. Okay. I'm going... Dude, I'm going Baltimore. I actually think Baltimore... maybe I'm overhyping myself. Buffalo will be good. Baltimore's problem is never like the regular season. Baltimore's problem is like the playoffs.
Yeah.
Lamar just can't get over that hump. Granted, neither has Josh Allen, so two of them still have a little bit to do there. But imagine AFC Championship game, like Buffalo playing against Baltimore. Oof. Yeah. That'd be great.
Yeah, that'd be a hell of a series to watch there. Jackson back and forth with Allen.
Battling back and forth. 42-42 to go to the fourth quarter.
Right.
Now, like, that was the game that Patty Mahomes, like, that was just his game. Like, they should have renamed the AFC Championship trophy to, like, the Patrick Mahomes Cup, but
they will. Give it time.
Give it time. But I don't think it's a passing of the torch, per se. I think these other teams are in better positions than the Chiefs are this year. But, like, that means that there's no excuse. Josh Allen doesn't have an excuse to say, oh, man, we lost against the Bills again. Now it's like, oh, okay. Are you gonna let Drake May come and like take your shit again, or are you gonna like step forward a little bit? And time will tell. I don't know. I'm interested though.
All right, so you got Rams Ravens Super Bowl.
Yeah, I feel good about that. I feel good about Rams Ravens. If I'm going Rams Ravens, I still like the Rams though. I'm gonna go Rams over Ravens. Where is the game this year, by the way?
Is it in?
Oh, it's in
Cali.
SoFi
Stadium. Book it.
Yeah.
Rams at home. Done.
Rams at home.
Rams
Sorry, I lost connection there.
Over Baltimore at home. That's my Super Bowl.
You good? Who you got coming out the AFC going into the Super Bowl?
All right, I was probably going to go Baltimore. I'm not going to lie. It's probably Baltimore.
Baltimore? All right, so you've got Ravens.
I've got Detroit, Baltimore.
Lions in the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Who you got?
I think Baltimore has the better defense at that point. So I'm going to go I think Lamar gets his trophy finally. And everybody can kind of shut up about him.
Okay.
So he finally gets into that elite category. So
I think I got Bills Rams.
Mm-hmm.
Bills Rams.
I think I'm gonna go Rams at home with Nick.
Yeah, man, that's like
Maddie
now I'm seeing the storyline. All right,
with Aaron Donald sacking Josh Allen and strip sacking him on the last play to get the ball
final
back.
drive
14 times.
That would be insane if he did that again, just to come back and do that to him, and then from Burrow, would be magical. But yeah,
I feel good about that. I like that.
Who do y'all got for MVP?
Any other football notes?
Who do y'all got for MVP?
Terrell, me and you talked about this. What was it? A month ago, 2 months ago? I'm probably still stuck on Stafford.
I might be, and it's one of those situations like you said with the Chiefs, or we said with the Chiefs last year. Until I see it,
Until
I
see that he needs a walking cane.
Exactly.
I will trust
because
him
he's
to
still out
sling
there
that ball.
slinging it,
Yeah.
making it look easy.
Yeah.
So
my you've got my dark horse, but my other dark horse is Dak Prescott. That offense clicked last year completely, and I think it's
we are an anti-Cowboys podcast, dude. No
good.
shot.
We need some controversy then.
I cannot get behind that.
We need some controversy then. I just think it's gonna click again this year. I loved what he said the other day.
Can literally give him a black eye on the beach. I cannot trust him.
No, I know his numbers speak though, for what he's done. He's had a lot of excellent seasons. I think this is going to be another one for him. The defense might not be great again, but damn, I think Dak Prescott's going to do everything that he can. George Pickens is going to be in a contract year. He's fighting to be a number one paid guy for any team. I think CeeDee Lamb finally gets back to his prime form. Javonte Williams had a great year last year, and I think he's going to get better. The offensive line has been working young, and they're going to get better. I think all the cards kind of play in for him finally getting one. So that's a dark horse option. It's not my top option. My top is Stafford, but my dark horses are Prescott and Lawrence at that point. What about rookie of the years? Y'all got anybody? I threw something in for those. Just
no, I'm not kidding.
I don't think he'll start yet.
For rookie of the year, I think I'm gonna go Love. I think I'm gonna go Jeremiah Love. Mm-hmm. And the only reason is I don't think Mendoza starts until I can see it like week 6.
6 to 8. Yeah.
That range.
Mm-hmm.
You've gotten like a month and a half, 2 months under your belt. Yep. Pass the buck. Let Mendoza take over.
Right.
I think Love's gonna be running back 1 preseason. Like he's gonna be the guy. You spent all this big draft capital to take your running back. Like he's gonna be the guy.
Yeah.
And I think that means he's gonna get the reps. He's gonna get the practice. That's my pick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've got Carnell Tate actually. Surprisingly, I know I don't think the Titans are going to be very good, but damn, I think he's going to be the number one wideout off to that. I think he's going to get a ton of targets. Cam Ward has not had a number one kind of guy like that. He's going to throw him the ball 10 times a game. So I think it's just a matter of time. He's going to start really heating up at that point. Yep. So, you got it, buddy?
Well, rookie of the year.
I got it. I want to pull Bucks, but I don't think that's going to happen, honestly. Mm-hmm. Nick, your Jets just got a good edge guy.
I will say we did draft well this year. Which is a win for me.
Mm-hmm. I think though I really like Mendoza. I was thoroughly impressed with his performance, specifically in the college football playoffs. I think he gets into the starting squad before week 6.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
Kirky Cousins throws a lot of picks early.
Might make some of those Raiders receivers. Might make some of those receivers for the Raiders look like number 1. So right. I'm gonna lock in Mendoza.
Okay. What about defense?
Oh, I don't know how it's not Myles Garrett. I don't know how he doesn't. Like if I'm picking the Rams to win the chip, I have to go Myles Garrett.
Yeah.
Oh, defensive rookie.
Yeah.
Reuben Bain. I think that he makes more of an impact on that team.
I like
Arvell Reese. I like David Bailey.
Uh-huh. I did not go with Reuben Bain, actually. I'm very surprised I didn't. I actually went with his college teammate, I think Akeem Mesidor is going to go absolutely wild for the Chargers. I think it's something they really need. I think he's ready for it. I think he's 24 years old right now. I think he's going to be primed for a double-digit sack season with the Chargers.
Get a job.
He was there for like 5-6 years or something like that, but I think without him, Bain wouldn't have been what he was either. So his ceiling might not be as high, but right off the bat, he's going to be an absolute impact for them.
I like it. Terrell?
I'm also going to go with Bain. I think he has a really big impact on that Tampa defense, and hopefully we'll see that Hurricane star shine.
As we will.
Yeah, you can put that down. We're good there.
As he puts his water bottle up.
Yeah.
Yeah. A couple hot takes I had were, I think the Jets actually moved to Kate Klubnik pretty early in the season. I don't think Geno Smith has gotten over that turnover bug, so at some point the Jets are just gonna say whatever. We're just gonna see what we got in the young guy at this point. We know we're probably drafting another quarterback, but you might as well.
Yeah, I mean, our bye week's not till week 13.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm gonna put our schedule's so ridiculous this year. If I'm gonna put a number on it, I'm gonna say I think it'll be the bye week because we go 3 straight games. We go at Kansas City, home for Buffalo, at LA for Chargers. Then we go at Miami, which I believe is the Black Friday game again. So stupid. Then we go bye week. So I can see that's going to be a real tough stretch. I guarantee you Geno's either hurt or ass. One of those two.
Yeah.
And they're going to wait for that bye week to try to set up. Then those last 5 games, you go Denver at home, Arizona away, New England home, Minnesota home, Buffalo away. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
That means it could be me. I'm going to get blown out.
I feel bad for Aaron Glenn. I think he just got set up terribly. I think he's going to lose his job after this year, unfortunately.
And he's not making it. He won't make it the year.
Yeah, that's rough. I mean, just talk about getting set up to fail. He just never. I mean, granted, he did not do well last year for that defense. I mean, to not have an interception in a 17-game season as a cornerback head coach. I know he's
it's a tough look.
deflated over there, but that is a very tough look. I know it can't get any worse at that point for that, but they just didn't set him up for being successful right now and having any kind of uplook just yet. So I think they're already kind of game planning for the future, unless he just does something magical and pulls out. If he can pull out 7-8 wins, I think he keeps his job. Anything less than that,
God, 7-8 wins, dude.
That would be a good season for you guys, I think.
5 wins would be a good season. December 20th, week 15 at Arizona for a 4:05 game. That is going to be the trashiest game of the entire season.
Cartoon Network.
I implore you, do anything else with your time because that's going to be the SpongeBob game.
So we're up
the Oprah Network.
That's going to be, I guarantee you the storylines there are like, oh, who's going to lose to get better draft position?
Yeah. Because I think there's about 3 or 4 teams that are realistically just hoping to get a top 3 to 2 pick for next year's draft. I'm just hoping they can be ready to get their next quarterback. You got Arizona, Miami, the Jets, and probably Vegas again, to be honest. If I'm being real, I think Vegas is just right there with them.
And of course, we play all 3 of them, so this is great.
Hey, there you go.
Well, listen, hey Austin, and thank you so much for coming on. If you wanna tell the people who should they go follow? What's the accounts?
Sure. It's called That's How We Poll. No caps, all one word. Follow for more, hot takes, sports debates, polls, any kind of topics like that. We're going to be rolling all season, and I hope to get on here again with you guys, and we can debate some more topics and kind of preview some more of the season going on for next year.
Love it, man. Hey, we'll keep an eye out for that Dak Prescott pick, but until
Yeah,
then, enjoy the beginning of the season.
Thanks, man. Don't be afraid to call me out mid-year if it's an "I told you so" option. So, but I'm gonna stick with it for as long as I can.
No, when Florida State beats Miami this year, I'll let you know.
Oh no, we got some. We'll have some bets going for that this year. I guarantee you that ain't gonna happen.
Guys, that does it for us. We will be back next week. Adios.
See you guys.